We are live for the Green Umbrella live lunch. And I wish I could say I've been this kind of, I was going to say fruity. Fruity's not the right word though, is it? What word do I want? I don't even know what the word is. I'm having one of those days. And I think a lot of people are like this now. It's been so long since the Christmas break and we're coming up to Easter and like everyone just needs a bit of a rest now, right? Everyone's just a bit tired, I think. So yeah, I wish I could say I'm actually this sparky, but I'm not. Not at all. Not at all. Oh, here
Late
she
to the
is.
party.
Oh, I don't know. Honestly, we were like, what's going on? Where is she? Where is she?
I honestly tried like 2 links and I was like, what is going on here? And it was like ended 45 minutes ago. And I was just like, this isn't the right one. I was like, why can't I see this? And then I was like, I'm waiting for the message of live lunchtime. And then I was just like, no one's saying anything. So I was just like, is it even happening? But I'm here. I'm here. Sorry to be late.
Wow. Bless you. Bless you. So yeah, welcome to the Green Umbrella Live Lunch, everybody. Oh my days. Right, so what we're going to talk about today, I feel like it's a bit of a weird, like, it just feels like a weird time right now. So I think a lot of people's energy is quite low. Everyone's looking forward to a long weekend. I'm sure people have thought about their social media posts and they've paused their schedulers for Good Friday and Easter Monday because I know no one's going to be around to look at it. Pause their email campaigns, which we need to do and I haven't done yet. I meant to do that earlier and then I ended up on a phone call. So yeah. So if you're expecting an email from us tomorrow at 11 o'clock, I'm not going to send it because it's like Good Friday, isn't it? You should all be out enjoying whatever the British weather throws at us, basically.
I know,
I know, like this morning it's actually looking quite nice out there now, but this morning was really grey. I was like, oh God.
Yeah, I had the lamps on.
Did you? Sat there in darkness. Oh, well, so normally we'd have a few minutes of swapping, like who's got what story and that kind of thing. But we've not been able to do that. And Mark and I were chatting about other things. So this will literally, I mean, it's generally a free for all anyway, but it will literally be a free for all this time. Yeah. So who's going to go first?
I think we should start with the because we've been chatting about it in the office, and I thought
you look excited. Whatever you're going to talk about now, you actually look like your face just went. Oh, I think we should talk about.
It's so random, and I'm like, it's the new Twitter logo. Like, what is going on there?
The weird dog. Is it still there?
Yeah, I've been looking into it, and everyone's been saying, oh, it's an April Fool's prank, like another one of Elon's pranks, but he's just a bit late to the April Fools, and it is still displayed there. Well, on mine it is anyway.
Yeah, no, I've just seen it.
Yeah, I noticed it, and I said to Molly, I was like, I keep getting this dog on my screen. Like, what is this? Thinking it was a glitch. And she went on Twitter and had the bird at that point, I think. And then, yeah. And then yesterday, Mark mentioned it, and I thought, right, okay, I'm not going insane.
Well, you are.
Elon Musk.
That's not one of the signals. That's all. We know you're going insane. It's like it's a thing.
It's been back in the office with you lot.
I know. It's
just another level of crazy.
It really is. Look, Jane, bless her. Jane only left yesterday, and she's like, "Are we missing her?" I'm like, "Give us a chance, love.
Get her on as a guest."
I was going to say though,
put a link in the chat.
I was going to say though, it is a very lonely live lunch without 4 screens, isn't it?
I know. So, well, Kim's in the office today, and it's really hard for us to both be on at the same time. So Kim's not here, and Molly's on holiday.
Guten Tag. Guten Tag, Molly.
Guten Tag, Molly.
Mark has been teaching Molly.
Now everyone knows where Molly's gone, right?
Yeah, can you guess?
Yes, France.
Yeah, that's right. She's gone to France.
Absolutely. Oh, okay. So yeah, I mean this Twitter logo thing is a bit odd.
It just doesn't represent Twitter. Like the bird is Twitter, and you changing it to like a beige looking dog, I just don't think is really going to make your platform any better.
I did have a Google of it. I think it was yesterday, wasn't it? And there was a whole thread though with Elon Musk and some guy ages ago, where basically he was Elon Musk was saying before he bought Twitter, I'll just buy it. And then someone said to him, and you could change the logo to the Doge dog or whatever it is. So then he's just decided to do it one day, I think. So he bought Twitter and now he's just decided to change the logo.
Well, if you got the power,
Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Paul's put something in there. It's something to do with some crypto.
Dogecoin.
Yeah, apparently he's big into the meme cryptocurrency. Meme.
There was a meme of it, I think, or something.
Oh.
Yeah.
God, there's me thinking you can put money into buy memes or something.
You probably can now. He's probably invented it since we last spoke about it.
Yeah, that'd be his next. I don't really know. Yeah, but yeah, I just thought it was really random, and it's a cute looking dog. Do you know what I mean? But
yeah, we got nothing against the dog.
Yeah, but it's just random, and he like really pops up in your screen when you log on to Twitter, like he's just there in the middle, and you're like, oh, all right.
So, did you see the stuff about?
Don't help.
Oh man. Do you know what, guys? I'm really not feeling it today at all. So you got to carry it through.
I thought two stories, but they're fun. They're not really anything exciting because I thought, come on,
yeah, we should have like just sat here eating. I mean, I've got scampi fries on the go.
Oh wow! Now you're making me jealous.
Right, so here's the thing, right? I've come in and I'm nearly swore. I'm miserable as a miserable thing today. I'm just grumpy, got a grump on. And it's just me and Kim in the office, and Kim's a little bit like, and there's one of those snack bands that come around, right? Which obviously you guys know, but not everyone else does. And she just appeared with a packet of scampi fries because she knows what makes me happy. Scampi fries would always do it, but I haven't finished the packet yet. And the reason I'm telling you this is Nicole was in the office yesterday, and I walked past, and she'd had scampi fries and she didn't share them. What's that about?
Well, Christina was out of the office, and I just ate the bag before she got back. I didn't realise you were a massive fan of scampi fries.
I love scampi fries.
Although I did have another packet. Well, I think that was a few days ago, and then I found another packet in my bag, but you were out of the office again, so I quickly ate them.
Right, do you know? So these little, Smiths, right? So scampi fries, and then so you had scampi fries, bacon fries, and cheese moments.
I don't remember the cheese moments.
No, I don't
they
remember
were
them.
really weird. They're like really not nice to eat, but you can't not eat them. The most bizarre thing.
Do you know what I find weird about them? Is if you look at the packet, it says a cereal snack. It's not a crisp, it's a cereal. So you just put milk on them, pour them into a bowl.
Babe, that's not what that means.
When have you ever seen a crisp that says cereal snack?
Because it's made from cereal.
Like maize or something, is it?
Yeah.
The thing is, I used to love bacon fries, right? I used to absolutely love them. And then, remember Knick Knacks?
Yes.
Lemon. They would always be the last ones in the pack to go for me. Like I always preferred ribbon saucy and what was it? Nice and spiced. That's the one.
Nice and spicy.
Yeah. And then as I've got older, I'm just loving just scampi
Frazzles. Yes, Karen Morgan. Absolutely. Gotta love a frazzle. But don't you think as you get old, like when I was a kid, I swear, like frazzles, I could just like inhale them. Whereas now I go, ooh, frazzles. And I have like 3 and I'm like, nah, yeah, that's enough.
It's because you're burping them up 3 days later. Do you know what I mean?
Oh man.
Anything baby, it's like you're just literally burping up, aren't you? It's like you're tasting it for days. Not to sound gross.
This is what I'm saying. I just don't seem to be able to eat the quantity of them now to have that effect.
Right, kids, what the hell is going on here? And then like Clearly, you need me there to bring the box.
Honestly, I'm just like I'm having one of those days, you know. So I talk about like you know, show up, back you, right? Today's one of those days I'm just not very good at the showing up. I think we just have like, you know, sometimes just have those days where getting out of bed is a struggle. It's one of those days today.
Yeah,
I'm just not feeling it. But you have to show up anyway, right? You have to show up and deliver anyway. So
Even if it is about scampi fries.
even if it's about scampi fry. But this is
quite a fun topic, Chris.
I mean, it's an excellent social media post.
It would be, yeah.
You know, it's like, and you know, we talk about the kinds of things you should post that will bring some engagement. And yeah, it's probably not a LinkedIn topic. But on Facebook, on Instagram, chatting about your favorite snack. I've got a lot of very fond memories when it comes to scampi fries. You know, I mean, not about the scampi fries themselves, but happy places I was in where I was in
Pubs, you mean?
Yeah, pubs.
as a child, you know, like it was a special treat to get a packet of scampi fries rather than a packet of, you know, Golden Wonder ready salted where there's only like 4 crisps in the packet.
I love a Golden Wonder though.
That's not where I was going with this, Nicole. My point was social media posts. Yeah, nostalgia, right? So like what are the snacks that you would have had as a kid that you just haven't had for ages? That could be a really good post on something like Facebook or Instagram that would drive a bit of engagement. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. And yes, Kim, I do appreciate the scampi fries. You're welcome. Oh my goodness. Right, okay.
The country could hear that, couldn't they?
Yeah. Right, social media news. Did you see the thread about the open source stuff around the Twitter algorithms, like what allows a tweet to get more reach and that sort of stuff? Like what has weight in the algorithm? Because that was really interesting, some of the things that came up there.
I saw bits of it, but not the detail. Saw some that had been released.
So, I mean, there's loads of stuff there. Probably the most interesting thing for me. So Twitter's very much a broadcast platform, right? So we feel like we're putting content out there and no one's really listening. No one's engaging with us. We might get a few likes, that kind of stuff. A few favorites. But actually, the favorites rather than the replies are what really boost your tweets in the algorithm. Don't you think that's interesting? Because on every other platform, it's like the more comments you get in a thread, it's like the more, well, this must be useful, this must be engaging. So I think it's quite interesting on Twitter that it's the other way around. It's kind of like even the algorithm's designed for it to be more of a broadcast kind of situation. Don't you think that's interesting? Or is it only me that finds that?
No, it is.
Tumbleweed. Okay. The other thing as well, which is an obvious one, is like the more media you have attached. What is going on today?
Picture of scampi fries.
Yeah, photo of scampi fries, right?
Yeah. I was, right? It's like you're listening, but it's like at the same time, my mind was just on like, oh my God, I need to do this straight after.
What is it you need to do?
I just need to get a code because I just got an email of a code to cover one of Molly's clients. And I was like, oh yeah, I need to just message her for a new code. So yeah, sorry.
I want like an access code for...
Yeah.
So Nicole's covering Molly's work while she's on holiday.
And I know the code's going to run out, so now I've got to email her again. Do you know what I mean? So I'm like, reminder. So I was like listening, but you know when it's that, I just kind of tuned back in at the end, and I was like, yeah, interesting.
Do you know what? Why don't you just duck off screen, do that quick, log in, and then come back again?
I don't mind.
Do it because it's less annoying for the client before it times out. I'll take you off screen. There you go. So don't leave StreamYard, just do it in another tab. See, this is it. This is what happens. Like, this is live lunch. If you were in our office, this is the crap that goes on. We're like mid-conversation. It's like, oh, no, we need to do this for a client. Mid-conversation, talking about Twitter algorithms and dogs and Dogecoin, and all of a sudden scampi fries come into the mix. Do you think we should like get in contact with Smiths and say we've done this whole episode about scampi fries? Do you want to sponsor it?
Might be worth it. Tag them in.
Influencer status and all that. Cool. So, right. So, yeah, media attached to tweets also helps push it in the algorithm, which is kind of like of course, because it's more visual. And over the last few years, Twitter has become more visual, that kind of thing. But the other thing that's interesting is your follower-following ratio. So, Mark, do you remember years ago, it always used to be like, we'd always have this rule about when we were managing social media clients, especially because they're SMEs, they tend not to have massive Twitter followings. And so we would be trying to manage, we'd use lists and things like that to be able to manage and keep the levels of how many people you follow and how many people are following you, try and keep it quite even.
Yeah.
More from more so it looks good. Because if you're following 500 people and you've got 3 followers, clearly you're not very interesting. Well, actually, part of the algorithm now looks at that, and it basically says, like, if you've got naffle followers, but you're following loads of people, it downranks your content because exactly that, basically. You're probably, you might be a spam account. You're not really, if you're adding value to the platform, you would have more followers.
But that is the good thing about using lists and things. So you don't need to follow those people.
Exactly.
You don't have to anyway. So if you work it right, you can do it.
Exactly. And I think this is the thing. It's like if you've got more people following you than you follow, then it's like, I mean, that's quite a positive signal. And I said it was always a bit of I want to say like a vanity thing. But actually, there's an algorithmic reason now to manage your Twitter account that way. So it's quite interesting. I'm talking to so many. Obviously, I talk to a lot of people, and talking about which platforms they're using and that sort of stuff. And it feels like people are moving away from Twitter because they just don't get what's going on over there. They're not seeing the engagement, all that kind of thing. And I keep saying there is still value in it, because your tweets are indexed by Google and you never know who's watching. And she's ready. She's back. I was kind of keeping half an eye out for to give me the thumbs up, but she messaged us on Teams and I didn't put my phone on Do Not Disturb this time. So there you go.
I didn't really know how to kind of nudge to be like, I thought there'd be a little wave or something on the...
No, it's called a hand.
Oh, wait, you can see me when I'm off?
Yeah.
Oh, I should have gone. Sorry, I didn't realise that.
She's just frozen for me. And she's like, good job she's got nothing stuck in her teeth. Oh, my goodness. I should be grumpy more often. I think it's far more entertaining.
I don't think you seem grumpy, though. Well, you're not coming across it, so that's a good thing, right, Mark?
I'm honestly, I've like totally switched it on for this. I did my little, the things I do to get in the zone, the little hand clapping and the bouncing, and I didn't do the spin like I normally do. But yeah.
The ma.
Yeah, I never do that. I don't think I've ever done that.
When it's like, just
no.
What do you do? Tip of the tongue, tip of the lips.
I don't even know what you're talking about right now.
You do mouth exercises.
Yeah, but you do that for like singing. No, I don't do that.
To enunciate.
Still must be a similar. Yeah, it must be a similar thing.
R-E-I-O-U.
Yeah, exactly.
R-E-I-O-U. So I used to do that singing, but yeah, I don't do spit. Do you know? So okay, not so random, but interesting topic. We've got people going through our Catalyst course at the minute, our 8-week online social media marketing course. And what happens is every week there is a video module, and then that kind of arrives on Monday. And then on the Thursday, we jump on and do a live Q&A over Zoom. And a lot of the conversation this morning and last week. Karen's just said this on LinkedIn that the subtitles are hilarious. I'm like, this is going to be one of those episodes that we will never forget. But yeah, on the call this morning, there was a lot of conversation around video and showing up on video and that sort of stuff. So it's really interesting when I think about the public speaking stuff that I do. I don't really prepare my voice the way that I should. I don't do warm-ups and things like that. For me, it's more about in here. It's more about mental state, making sure I'm calm so that I can step onto the stage with the right energy.
I have noticed that. Like you go into a very zen place, like you're just, you almost like block everyone out the room for a second and you just stand there and you just don't look at anyone and you're just like, and then it's just like, I'm Christina Robinson.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. And it's great. Yeah. So it does work because it's like, I feel like it's.
But it's an interesting thing what you're saying because if you imagine if I lost my voice, if I damaged my voice, that would be a big part of my life. Just, yeah. I mean, you'd all love it. But it's an interesting thing, right? Because back in the day when I was, choirs and singing and all that kind of stuff, I'd constantly be practicing things just to protect my voice. So it's an interesting thing you raise. We should do we'll do a live lunch. There's 2 people I can think of we can bring on as guests. And we'll talk about speaking. Because it is, it's not just about speaking on stage. It's like speaking on a social media video as well. How you structure things, how you prepare, how you make sure you present yourself in a way that is appropriate. Because that was what the conversation was this morning. It's like, well, actually, how do I present myself when I do these videos? So I think it could be an interesting topic. Do you think?
Yeah. And we can do some warm-ups.
You can.
You can lead the warm-ups.
You can lead the warm-ups. Let's do it.
Okay.
Amazing.
All
right.
Good
okay.
luck, everyone.
Right. Nicole, please tell me you've got a social media news story.
Yeah, it's only small though. It's just a fun one because,
because this is so serious.
Because if you've got a birthday coming up, you can now.
When's your birthday?
The 25th of April.
Do we know this? Is it on the calendar?
I had a birthday last year.
Yeah,
but
did I notice? Did we do anything for it?
Yeah, I don't know if you were in, Christina. I have no idea. But Kim, I feel like she organised them.
We know I'm not very good at that stuff.
Yeah, I feel like she got a tray of cupcakes and then I got tangy cheese Doritos and then...
we had a pile of snacks on your desk, right?
Yeah, I feel like one of those Instagram memories. Funny enough, Instagram memories will pop it up this year, so I'll share it so you can all see it because I put it on my story.
And then we'll nick the photo and pretend that we remembered this year.
Exactly.
But do you know what we'll do? I'll eat loads of scampi fries and I'll just put all the empty packets on your desk. Be great.
Make a little tower. And then in the tower, hide one bag that's not empty. So it's a nice little surprise. Even though I don't want to have expectations now of that. And then it's just an empty bag crisps.
Amazing.
Anyway,
right, what's the story? Yeah, come on.
So Instagram are working on the option to help celebrate your birthday a bit more. So a bit like Facebook, they're just going to announce that it's your birthday and you can share a nice new special effects profile picture to celebrate your special day. That's basically it. Back in 2021, they announced that you had to put your birthday in. Do you remember that? They before you even logged in on Instagram, they would always pop up with put your birthday in. And that was to stop underage users from accessing the app. But now,
no, they're actually going to use that data.
Yeah, because they're now using the data. So a little thing would pop up. I mean, it's your birthday. change your image. I wouldn't do it, but you know, it's because that's the thing. I feel like Facebook back in the day when it was your birthday, it was such a big thing. Like I used to go on Facebook and be like, yeah, let's see who's like commented on my page. And then there was a time where there would be so many people you didn't even know. But now it's like, I'm lucky if I can get 10.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I got tons.
All right.
And I was just like, oh man. And then you feel like I feel like I have to respond.
I think that's it with Facebook. It's like you felt like you had to respond, but I feel like it's kind of died down. Where I don't know, like I don't really get as many, but I can imagine if I did it on Instagram and actually put it as it's my birthday on my profile picture, I'm just gonna get it'll be like my new Facebook, and it's enough just replying to like, you know,
your mum,
my mum, my parents, you know, close friends on your birthday.
So what you're saying, you actually don't want to fuss, so it doesn't matter if we don't actually do that much.
Well, close people can do
Are you coming? Are you going to be in the office on your birthday?
I don't know. I haven't really, because that's the thing. I was thinking, oh, do I take? Because I swear my birthday's right near a weekend. It's in the week.
It's a Tuesday. 25th of April is a Tuesday. There you go. You'll have 11 this year. Lauren's going to look after you. Thanks, Lauren.
Oh, thank you. Thank
you.
you.
I'll get Kim to log in as me, and then that'll make it 12. Delegate.
I'll make you a card.
Yeah. After seeing Jane's one, Mark, I'm expecting big things.
Yeah.
So
we've got this thing going on in the office here.
I wish I had the example.
Crap cards. So like literally there is there's like a notepad thing, like one of these desk jotter things, and we literally just tear a bit of paper off of that, fold it up, and then like draw a picture on the front and stick things on it, and it's a crap card, but it's become a thing.
Yeah,
and we all love it. Very personalized.
Indeed.
We should start sending these out to people just to see like what the response
reaction is.
I think that could go that could be quite big on social media, you know. That's another little, because you can be like, tag us once you get your card, and everyone just be like tagging
what is this?
Hashtag crap card.
Are there any around?
Yeah, there's
Jamie Lee's on her desk.
I've got one as well.
Jamie Lee's is there apparently. I can't believe we're actually going to show people this. So Jamie Lee, bless her. Hey, Kim. Jamie Lee's just come back from maternity leave, so we made a card for her. Can you see?
I can't even write a
right. It's like it's not even torn off the pad properly. Like how could then look? I mean, it's all got personalised messages in there, which I'll keep moving so no one can read them because I don't know what they all say. But oh no, they're all quite nice messages. Oh, but I haven't signed it.
I only signed it.
You weren't here on Monday, were you?
Oh yeah, I wasn't here on Monday. But like, don't you think wouldn't that be an awesome bit of marketing to receive that in the post? Well, obviously not this particular design.
And the thing is, we can do whatever you want. Like, if you want, a picture of a giraffe on there, we'll try our best. So send your requests in.
Molly will colour it in with the highlighters.
Yeah, the highlighters.
Yes.
The whole point is, no one's perfect. So, yeah.
It's authentic.
Yeah, get your requests in because we'll have fun with them.
Cool. Right. This is comedy. This is not marketing. Paul Green says that's your best. No, that's not. Jane's was our best. Jane's was pretty good.
Right? That had multi-texture to it. That one.
Yeah.
It had a little canal boat on it.
Yeah, canal boat.
Jane waving.
Collage effects.
Who drew the boat?
Mark.
Me.
Oh.
Mark, every time Jane asks the same question, and then Mark's like, me. I do the design.
It might be crap, but I still did it.
I thought it was really good, Mark. Yeah, I saw Jane sat there, like, after she opened the present, she was just sat there admiring it. Like, it was just like, oh. And I was like, oh, Jane. Mr.
I think
Jake,
we should do it. I think we should send crap cards out to people.
I think it'd be really good, and all they have to do is tag us on LinkedIn, and we share them around, and then that would draw attention, won't
Because
it?
there will be limited edition.
Absolutely. One of a kind.
We should do it.
Yeah. So now we do birthday cards, new home cards.
Could be a new revenue stream, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can sell them.
Anniversary cards, you name it. We can
Amazing.
do it for you.
Right, quick, Mark, have you got anything of any value whatsoever to share right now?
Not massively. Obviously,
See, Mark's here for the banter this week.
Yeah, I'm just, yeah. The only thing really I saw was obviously the thing about Chat GPT being banned in Italy due to sort of privacy concerns and things, which is obviously quite a major step for a major country to do that. Obviously, they're concerned over there that it doesn't conform to GDPR, and also things about sort of giving minors sort of information that is unsuitable and things like that. So they're the sort of things that they've based.
But they haven't banned Google, no?
No. Yeah. So that there are a couple of things that I saw that were the reasons behind it. But then I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I also saw another couple of articles just sort of going the other way and saying, let's not get too excited about the whole thing generally anyway. You know, there's a lot of hype about things at the minute, and it's still very early stages to everything. So it's like, let's just see how it all pans out before we start banning things or thinking it's going to take over the world. And
well, this is the thing, you know, the thing was it last week, the week before, about the open letter saying like stop working on AI products for 6 months, and because otherwise it's going to take over the world. And you know, I'm just like, yeah, or we could just be a bit grateful that the technological advances are going at such a pace now that we've never seen before, which means, you know, so much good stuff can happen. And we actually, rather than stop developing stuff, we need to do more education around how to use this stuff. Yeah. You know, so that so many people are just going like Chat GPT, put in a request, not thinking about how they structure that request. And because they're not thinking about how they structure the request, what's coming back is needs work, right? A lot of work. Whereas if they put a better request in to begin with, they get a better result. And so I think it's like it's the education around that part of it, which means they'll get better output, which actually means that it becomes a more practical, usable tool. Because as soon as we start just putting something random in there, or something that's got a bunch of limitations on, oh, no, not a bunch of limitations, it's limitations we need, something that's just wide open, that's when we're going to get responses that when people do copy paste and stick it out online somewhere, that's when they're just going to shoot themselves in the foot. So like I said, I don't think it's about pausing development. I think it's about having a duty of care to actually educate people how to use these tools.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah,
but yeah, like you said, I mean, obviously Google, in terms of what that chucks out to kids and things, would be a lot more potentially harming than what ChatGPT does, because you've got to log into ChatGPT to use it anyway. And the same with Bard as well. You've got to log in to actually use that. So it's not like, I suppose, unless people have got the Bing version yet. I haven't seen that in the wild yet, where it's just in the search. But other than that, yeah, you've got to log in to sort of use it, really.
Cameron's just popped on LinkedIn. Samsung employees gave away company secrets on ChatGPT, which is where the whole privacy thing is going. So yeah, and this is the thing, like people put information into it, it's artificial intelligence. Whatever you put into it, it's learning all the time. And it's not just learning for you, it's learning as a whole ecosystem, right? Yeah. So again, if we educate people on how to use it, that's, you know, a lot of people go into this stuff blind. I mean, we've talked about it a few times, so maybe you've got to be careful. Sometimes you're contributing to the problem as well, right? We don't freaking know. Let's face it, like this thing,
Yeah.
what was it? Is it a couple of months even since this whole hype started? We're on here sharing our opinions. It's like, within a week, 10 days of Chat GPT suddenly becoming this trending thing, there's like all these AI, Chat GPT gurus that are out there saying this, how you do this, do this, do this, do this. Like this is how the use cases, all that kind of stuff. And it's like, it's not been out, like, no one's used it enough yet to, unless you're part of that team that have developed it and are able to say it's been developed with this use in mind. This is the how to get stuff out of it. Like this, do you know what I mean? It's just, it's an unknown, which is kind of on the flip side. That's what scares some people.
Yeah, probably. I think that's the thing as well. There was obviously articles around, it's going to take hundreds of millions of jobs and things like this, and it's like, we don't know that for sure.
Do you know, I don't think it is. I think what will happen is that we'll okay, one of the things that I'm working on in the background that you guys are just, you see me hide away working on things, and like what has Christina been doing for the last 3 hours. One of the things I've been working on is like, how can we use these tools to make us quicker, allow us to add more value to our clients, but doing it in a way that is still in line with our values, in line with the strategies that we teach and implement. Okay. Now, realistically, my belief is for our business, Nicole and Molly, with the work that they do, they essentially could have a day back in their week if we use these tools in the right way. They could be working a 4-day week, still being paid for 5 days. But the reality is they've now got a 3-day weekend because that extra day's worth of activity, Chat GPT or, other AI tools are available. But that tool can actually give them that productivity, give them that time back. So it is about like, how can we use it in a meaningful way that adds value, that is, if I go into Chat GPT and say, give me 10 social media posts on for this industry, we've still got to edit them. We've still got to put some personality in, put some personal opinion in, perhaps tweak it, make sure the tone is right, all that kind of stuff. Sometimes editing is harder work than writing the thing in the first place. So for me, I don't think that it's great as an idea generator, but to say, give me this content, let me edit it and put it out there, I don't think it necessarily helps. I don't think it does actually make us more efficient in terms of the work that we're doing. But like I said, if we can figure out the best way of using it, make sure the commands are correct, then yeah, it could save us an awful lot of time and effort, which then also, we can pass that on to our clients as well. So it's, like I said, it is really interesting, the impact it will have on businesses like ours, marketing agencies, content creation agencies, that kind of stuff, social media agencies especially, ad agencies, people that are running Google ads, Facebook ads, LinkedIn ads, as a service, could really, really help them to be way more profitable. But it's all about the commands on the front end. It's all about how it fits in the process. So I think there's a massive learning curve ahead in order to get that stuff right. But like I said, it should then mean that some of these services over time become more efficient for the end user. So someone wanting to outsource to us, actually, we don't need to hike up prices because cost of living and minimum wage and all that sort of stuff, right? We can, what that saves us as a tool, actually now our cost base is lower, which means the service is more affordable, which means more people can use the service. Do you see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
Am I getting boring yet? I feel like this is an us conversation, not an outside world conversation. But I don't care, because I never care. Okay, right. What else we got? Instagram. I'm just checking my notes there. Instagram, I saw are testing. So this is like not been announced anyway. It's just a test thing. Someone's stumbled across in the Cody Wody. They are testing the ability for you to allow people to download your reels. What do you think about that?
Wow. It doesn't surprise me because I think TikTok do it, don't they? Where you can save the video. But I do think like it's just strange. I feel like even when I go on TikTok and I save a video, that it's just weird that it just goes into my camera roll and I've just got someone else's content in there.
I think I would feel a bit weird if someone's downloaded my reel. Like, I mean, some of like the educational content, absolutely not a problem. Like, yeah, brilliant, save it for later. But yeah, it feels a bit like, oh, I'm not sure about that. Because it's one thing like saving something into a list on YouTube or whatever, right? Into a playlist there because you want to, okay, that's something valuable. I want to be able to watch that another day, or refer back to it. But yeah, actually being in someone's camera roll, I'm a bit like, oh.
The thing is, though, I think is I'm sure that Instagram will do it where it has your watermark on it, won't it?
Yeah, I would hope so.
Yeah, so at least if you saw someone do anything with it, that's the good thing about, I think, TikTok and Instagram is the watermark bounces around, so they can never like sort of edit it out type thing.
Yeah.
That's really good.
And the other thing I saw is Facebook is apparently testing. I'm not sure if it's a test or if this has actually been announced. So when people engage with your content, you can invite them to follow your Facebook page. So people that now react to your post, you'll be able to invite them to follow your page as well. So it's not just like people that like your posts anymore, it's like any reaction. So that's, we'll see what happens with that. But the thing is, that's only going to happen if you've got a post that's got some engagement in the first place and it's sort of getting out there. Shall I mention them one more time? No. I got a little whiff then.
Today's programme is brought to you by Scampi Fries.
That was really nice, Mark.
You should do some voiceover.
Yeah, that's it. We'll have a little.
Can you imagine like an audio description of this video of this live? It's like they just talked about Scampi Fries for 40 minutes. Like, who rings us on a Thursday between 12 and 1?
It happened last week as well.
I'm like, we need to have a word with these people. Okay, guys, right. So I feel like, has anyone got anything? There's a LinkedIn thing as well, Mark. I posted on LinkedIn about this earlier in the week, but you were going to chat about it, weren't you?
I was, but I thought you were going to do more because you knew more about it.
I thought you were going to bring it up, and then I was going to offer
the war game here.
Yeah,
I'm in the middle.
Some sort of suggestive post type things and things like that. That's what I saw. I didn't see much detail on it, but yeah.
Yeah, so LinkedIn is rolling out. So what will happen is in your LinkedIn feed, obviously you've got your sponsored posts, right? People have paid for this content to be there. Then you've got the content that is from the people you're connected with or who they're engaging with, the pages you follow. LinkedIn is going to start putting some suggested posts into your feed as well. So this is just stuff that is from people where like it's on a topic that you've shown some interest in, and LinkedIn have gone, actually, do you know what? You're interested in Chat GPT and AI. This random over here is posting about that, and they seem to be getting some engagement. You might like to see this post too. So I think it's really good in terms of us as users being able to discover new people to connect with, fresh content, stuff that's outside of our echo chamber. Okay, because when you're connected with people, then they're like-minded. People tend to have similar opinions around things. So I think it's going to be good from that perspective. But also, if when you're using LinkedIn to try and generate leads, you're using it as a marketing tool. You're using it in that context. I was on I was delivering a webinar for a community last night, and I was talking about LinkedIn and top tips for LinkedIn. And one of the things I said is we need to be talking about the stuff that's important to the people we want to reach, not just what's important to us. So this is like, if I ever needed another reason to tell people to do that, this is why. The people that I want to reach, you know, they're like, so recruiters are very much thinking about candidate attraction. How do we get in front of passive candidates? If I'm creating content on that topic, recruiters I'm not connected with potentially will see that as suggested content in their feed. They go, oh, there's this random called Christina, but she's talking about something that's important to me. Let me go follow her for more. Let me go connect with her because actually I really like what she's saying and what she's positioning there. So I think it's going to be a really good opportunity for us to widen our reach, get in front of new people, but it's only going to happen if we're posting the right content in the first place. And this is where we really need to kick off our shoes, put on the shoes of our prospects and go, right, what's important to them, what's keeping them up tonight, and be razor focused on what they want, what they need, not what we want and what we need. Someone else say something now.
No, I think that's a really good idea.
Do you know, I would love on this at some point for one of you guys to go like, Christina, shut up, that's stupid.
No, I feel like all the stuff that you've been talking about is actually really useful and valuable. Like even with the Chat GPT stuff, I feel like you're really on something there. And then you said, oh, am I boring you now? But I was like, keep going. Like this is actually really interesting.
I just feel like I'm always ranting. I'm always going on. And then I feel like I'm boring people. And then sometimes people tell me I'm boring. I was on a call earlier and he was like, stop boring me now. I was like, okay, thanks. Thanks for that. He's like, that's not what I said. I was like, that's literally what you said, word for word. He's like, no. But yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I know. I feel like you've, I know it's been a bit of a weird live lunch, but I do think, Christina, you have been almost the Jane in this sense where you've brought it back on track and shared some really...
I think the Scampi Fry conversation started and ended with Christina, to be fair.
Oh, man.
Like, you raised a really good article, Mark, and then Christina sort of really... and I was sort of learning a lot. I was really agreeing with everything you're saying with the Chat GPT stuff.
GPT.
Whatever.
Oh man, that's so
I remember
funny.
the name. Yeah, no, you've done. Yeah, I feel like it's all just about being like comfortable, because I think even with what did you say about Instagram? Now I'm forgetting.
I don't know. I made it up.
No, you didn't. About Instagram downloading reels. I think that all sort of ties in, like everything. I feel like when you have a new social media or anything that's new, no one really likes change. So it's all about sort of adapting to the new change and being comfortable within that. I don't know, to be able to give it the full effect. Do you know what I mean? So I was thinking, it's obviously people are going to hold back. So I think I even have trust issues with social media when they come out. I'm there like, oh, I don't know if I agree with this. But it's all about sort of gaining that trust with.
And I think this is the thing. Part of our job is questioning this stuff, right?
That was a mic drop. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I was distracted.
I've done my little thing now.
I was distracted. What did you say? I was distracted because I was looking
for
a comment.
Forget it. I think we should just, it's, you know, this live lunch, it's just gone too long now, hasn't it?
Well, I just want to show you this, right? So Lauren's asked, are we hungover today?
I laughed at that earlier.
I'm like, do you know what? We should do one of these when we are hungover. Or we'll just have lunchtime drinks.
Yeah, I think that'd be more.
So when we're hungover, the last thing we're going to want to do, and the last people are going to want to see, is 3-4 moody people on a screen, just wanting to be sick or have a banging headache. You know what I mean? I'm
like, Paul says, am I less grumpy now after these shenanigans? Probably not. I'll just like revert. This is the thing. It's like, I honestly, like the guys will tell you, I just like switch it on, and it like the moment it ends, I'm like back to again. It's like, I think Kim's got a video of me like literally like, oh, like presenting, and then it's like, bye for now, and just go, and then swearing at people. That's the reality.
Oh. By the way, guys, we've had a request from Paul Green to do a card for him. So
And one for Lauren.
Oh,
So,
one
yeah.
for Lauren. There you go. So we've got a few requests.
Yeah, we'll get on them.
I mean, that is the biggest takeaway from this live lunch, everyone, is that we have a love for scampi fries. Well, not Mark, but
and shit cards.
And shit cards.
Sorry, crap cards. Crap cards.
Oh, yeah. Get us off.
Oh my god! Right, I am gonna wave and hit the stop button. This is too much now. Actually, I can't stop it and wave and hold scampi. I'd have to do it this way. Look,
I've got the screen grab with the scampi fries. So let's just see how it goes.
All right, cool. Bye. See you all next Thursday. Happy Easter.
Happy Easter.